It's Spooktober, and you're watching Taylor's channel. Bop, 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 bop. I don't know if I can say that. For legal reasons, I did not say that. Welcome back to another video. I know last week should have been the start of the Halloween fun. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot that it was October. I'm sorry about that. So, we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I'm in my black now. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have any Halloween clothes, and I think that's an issue. Anyways, for this week's video, we have another AITA, but we have to make it Halloween spooky edition because it's October. Alright, let's get into the first AITA spooky season. I'm going to cancel my Halloween party. Let's see how this goes. Maybe this one is kind of in the middle. We might be able to meet you in the middle here, okay? Every year, I, 23-year-old female, throw a Halloween party for a small group of friends to just come, hang out, and eat some food. Very valid. My only requirement is that you dress up. It's Halloween. It's a costume party. It makes sense. I don't even care what you dress up as or how lazy it is. Just come in something. Come in PJs and dress as a bedhead. I don't care. Something simple but matches the theme of a costume party. You were stronger than me because I hate when people do shit like that. I hate when people throw on like a hockey jersey and they're like, I'm a hockey player. Like,
no, you're not.
I'm sorry. Like, lazy costumes make me mad. Like, stuff like that. Like, bedhead. Boring.
Boring. Yawning. Sloppy. Lazy.
No, boo. But you're stronger than me, so every year I throw this party, and every year it seems to be a whole argument over people not wanting to dress up because they don't have the money, or it's lame, or they just don't want to. The only exception I would take is the money issue. That's, I feel like, everyone's issue. But I always try to remind myself, you're only young once, and you only live once. YOLO. Dress up for Halloween. Just do it. You know, when you get older, yeah, you're gonna have the money, but you're not gonna be doing as much. Maybe you will be doing fun Halloween stuff. I'll be jealous because in my mind, I'm not doing as fun Halloween stuff when I'm older. Maybe I am. I provide everything for these parties. Food, drink, candy, games, whatever else people may need. I don't think I'm asking for much in return to just put on a shitty costume for a literal Halloween party. I agree. Or else it's just a normal party and then that's lame and that's boring and who cares? You know what I mean? This year has been the same and our party is tomorrow and a couple of my friends are already saying that they don't want to dress up after I sent out a text saying if you don't want to dress up, just don't bother coming. No biggie, but that's your choice. Bro, it's Halloween. There's one time of the year that you can dress up like a whatever they say in Mean Girls. I don't know. These friends are activated. These friends are activated. Maybe they mean aggravated. These friends are, I'm just going to pretend maybe they mean activated because I don't trust myself. These friends are activated with me and said that they guessed that they just won't come then. And at this point, I think moving forward, I'm just not going to hold the party and cancel it permanently. Some of my friends think that I'm the for saying you need to dress up for the Halloween party and other friends think I'm right given the type of party it is. So, am I the I don't think you're the here. I don't think you are, and I think it's kind of bizarre for anyone to think that you are because it's a Halloween party. There's literally one party per year where you have to dress up. And you are also making exceptions for lazy costumes. I wouldn't. Like I said, you're stronger than me. Freaking throw on a cowboy hat and say you're a cowboy. The host isn't gonna care, so why are people getting so mad about that? And it's lame as stupid. And don't go to a Halloween party. Then that's on you. If you think it's lame to dress up, then you should not be going out and doing anything for Halloween. I will stand on that. So no, I don't think you're the and I feel like canceling it forever, that's sad. I wish you could have a Halloween party elsewhere with other people. I hope you can, because you deserve to. There's an update though. Oh, update. I have canceled the party. Moving forward, I will only be really spending time with those who show an interest in our friendship. This goes way deeper than just wearing a costume. I think I've been ignoring it for a while, how little the friends care about me or the effort I put into this friendship. So I guess I need a new group of friends who actually care about having a solid friendship. Damn. That took a turn that I was not expecting it to. I was not expecting you to drop your friend group over that, but sometimes it takes stuff like that. Like you said, you were providing the drinks, the alcohol, probably candy, games, food. Wear a costume, because you're getting free, like, whatever money you put into the costume, even if it's a lazy costume, even if it's an expensive costume, you're probably getting the return as to whatever she's buying for you. Your friends are lame. Invite me to the party next year. Invite me to this year's. I will be there. You're not. I don't know if I ever established that. Obviously, she's not the you. She's not. You're crazy and you shouldn't celebrate Halloween. You should not be. You know, fun. People hate to have fun nowadays. Whatever happened to having fun? Like, God. Also, my Halloween nails. Because I wanted to get French tip for the wedding I was going to, but I lied. I didn't want to get French tip. I wanted to get, like, something fancy for the wedding I was going to, like, nice. But I also didn't want to be, I wanted Halloween because I knew I wasn't going to get them done again because these were expensive. Next one. Am I taking my BF's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume? BF's girl best friend, probably. You deserved she deserved that. I mean, you are not saying. Hi everyone, I'll cut to the chase. I'm a 19-year-old female and had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend, who's a 21-year-old male, and a bunch of our friends over, including his girl best friend. I will call her Agatha. That's a great name to call a girl best friend. My boyfriend and I decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen the costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses up as a pumpkin because, well, you know, I never seen that, but that's kind of funny. And that's good for guys because, like the last thing, people don't like dressing up that much. So, okay, boyfriend, all you gotta do is wear a shirt that says Peter. I feel like dressing up as a pumpkin isn't that hard. I was pretty excited just because I thought it was funny and a cute costume. I'm sure it was, and I wish you could post pictures. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing, and sorry, that pause, that sounded like there was a comma there wasn't. And she replied that she would probably just come as a sexy cat. Now, I don't know why there's quotations on that. I'm scared. I also hate that, too. Like, lazy costume.
Boo, boring, tomato, who invited her?
Fast forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun, and it's a nice time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in dressed as a pumpkin. The way I would burn down that house. She went over and hugged my boyfriend. I swear the room went silent. I was pissed. I asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose that costume since she knew the details of the joint costume between me and my boyfriend and I. Or me and my boy. Me and myself and na-na-na-na-na. Said that she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume? There's no way. 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 She would be out. I would grab her by that pumpkin shirt and drag her out of the room. Oh my god. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party. That's so weird, and that's so weird, mostly because she knew. It's not like it was an accident. I'd be even more pissed, like, if you didn't tell her and she somehow dressed up as that and then the boyfriend was the one who told her. Let's see if the boyfriend's in the wrong. It's a little bit more her. The mood had shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely. Thank God! Thank God! A win! A win! A win! Oh my goodness, finally a man does something right. My goodness. But a few of our friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay. I guess I'm just wondering, am I the No, you're not. You're literally not, and I, like, don't know. Shouldn't even be I the This should just be like, guys, this is the most ridiculous thing that happened to me at a Halloween party. That's no questions asked. Like, I would literally, even if it wasn't a girl best friend, even if it was just, like, some other random girl that was, like, the costume and was trying to insinuate something, no. She called it a group costume. Her calling it a group costume is crazy. It's crazy. Like, you're so crazy. There's no way. You have to have balls to do that. Like, that girl has balls. You need to rip them off and throw them across the room and set that house on fire after she did that, because that's so ridiculous. I could never imagine doing that to anyone. Even if I like a guy that's in a relationship, I could never, no. And cut off any of the friends that think that she didn't cross the line, because that's crazy. That is crazy. She called it a group costume. They're in a relationship. Maybe it would be a little bit different if, like, there was no relationship and it was just, like, some cute guy and some cute girl dressing up together. Like, oh, maybe they do hook up. Or maybe it's, like, whatever. This is my boyfriend. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Stay out of this. Stay out of this. This is not, we like monogamy here. Like, aren't you embarrassed too? Like, that's so embarrassing. That's so embarrassing to do that. You're not the obviously. People don't like to have fun. People don't have decency anymore. Like, what is going on? What is going on here? Okay, next one. This is from someone, it's clearly an adult, I would assume. Am I posting pictures of teenagers who took all the Halloween candy from my porch? So, ... Halloween. I have a few young kids and my wife. Oh, this is a man. A man did this. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't assume. But if it is a man, I'm not gonna be surprised. I have a few young kids and my wife, and I can't stand around handing out candy, so we put out a big bucket full of candy on the front porch with a sign that says, please take one or two. I understand some kids will take a handful, no big deal, but we went through an ungodly amount of candy, so I checked the Arlo camera on my porch. What is Arlo? What do you mean by that? Ring? You mean? I'm gonna say off the bat, I don't really like whenever people just set out candy. I like the enjoyment of, like, knock knock, trick or treat. I don't like going up to someone's door and, like, put it in my bag, walk away. Like, that's no fun. Like, that does not feel like I earned that candy. Sure enough, there are 3 instances where some kids take a ton, and in one case, just dump the entire bucket in their bag. I never did that as a kid. I never had the inkling to do that as a kid, but that's kind of funny. Like, I always just thought it was funny when people did that, because it's just like, let's sit out there and hand out the candy. Like, there's... Like, someone's gonna do it. I take a snapshot from the security footage. I post it on my neighborhood's private Facebook page, stating that these folks, this is the dad for sure. These folks are 8 years old and you're posting them on Facebook. Let's clear that up first, and you're posting them without their permission. So folks are minors. Stating that these folks were caught and I'm posting photos to shame them, that's crazy. To shame them is crazy. Maybe you could just be like, hey, these are your kids, you know, just letting you know they're a little bit assholes. You know? I'm getting some people commenting that I'm in the wrong to post photos and shame the kids. The plan is to leave the post up for a couple days, long enough for parents to identify and talk to their kids. Am I the you know, no one likes a kid that just dumps candy in the bucket, but it's also like the world's not going to end over that. The kid's not going to become a lifelong asshole because of that. Like, you're not playing Superman here, and also just too far. I feel like it would be different if it's like you're home, because there's times when people, they just don't want to answer the door, so they leave candy out. And if you see people take a bunch of candy, they'll open the door and be like, hey, your kid just took a bunch of candy. Did you see that? Posting them on Facebook and literally saying to shame them, I'm posting photos to shame them, that's crazy. Because they are children. You know, that's still... I think it's different if you were like, hey, if you're the parent of these kids, please contact me. Like, you didn't even just say why. There's also an edit. Best argument so far for you're the you never know what these kids are going through, and they could be physically or mentally abused by their parents as a result of my post. I didn't think about that. Yeah. They were having fun and making happy memories. No reason to turn it into a potentially traumatic negative memory. Not all parents dish out constructive discipline. I didn't think about that. That's true. I didn't think about how mad the parents could get. Number 2, kids are monitored too closely these days. They deserve the right to act up from time to time. Leave them alone. Why turn their good experience into a bad experience? I also agree. I feel like the kids that are so closely monitored end up being the most misbehaved because they just want to freaking break loose. Kids that just get like a little bit of misbehavior out of the way, they have the most fun and most... not fun even. I wouldn't even say that. I would just say like the best transition into the real world, because it's like they got disciplined, but they didn't, but they understand like rights and wrongs, you know. So yeah, I think you are the but it's not like, I don't know. I think it's just weird. Like, you shouldn't have posted them. I understand why you're mad. I'm not an adult that hands out candy. I don't know how much candy is nowadays. I don't, you know, I don't do any sort of trick-or-treating or handing out candy, but maybe I might this year. I don't know. Is my neighborhood the kind that would do that? I'm interested to see that. Well, I'm gonna say you're the like, not, yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, you're the I think you're the even if they take all your candy. Like, what, were you gonna eat the candy? Oh my god, wait, there's an update. I'm scrolling here, it says, update, am I the kicking my BF's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume? This is an update. Ah! I'm so excited because this is a long post. Well, I have an update. I meant to post one a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal. I'm glad I waited, though, because you all need to hear this one. Many people pointed out my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I wasn't giving that energy. I wasn't picking up on that. Maybe I'm stupid. I don't know. Maybe I'm the stupid one. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. Who's wrong? Who's you? Her? Well, it was me who was wrong. Oh, you as in the posters. Okay, commenters. Well, it was me who was wrong. It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months and that they were really good at hiding it. And so she decided that she didn't want this to be... I can't. I really can't. I have no faith in anyone nowadays. Until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. How are you people? Why are we calling people mistresses? And that's how you decide to hard launch it? You're crazy. I found this out when I was at his house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after workout and I heard this vibrating noise. There's a vibrator in his nightstand. He had taken his phone and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened his bedside. Oh my god. This goes... bedside table drawer and found a second phone. My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone? It didn't take me long to guess his password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really?
Bruh.
What is wrong with the people? What is wrong with men? What is wrong? Like, there's so much wrong in that paragraph, and my fears were confirmed. Oh my gosh. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was pregnant. There's no way. This can't be real. This was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween. She was trying to force his hand. I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. Come on, dude! What's wrong with you? Who is this man? I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of his belongings. Imagine it's like, to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. I'm taking your house now, actually. He found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving, and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading to me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it. Good. He could have all those other girls. I didn't want him anymore. He followed me out of the house, shaking and crying. He even followed me all the way out to my car, trying to block my path. I went over to the grass around him and didn't look back. Yes, I wish I had that strength, because I wouldn't. Me acting like I've been in any scenario like this ever in my life. I'm so glad he was shaking and crying, like, freak! Sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he wanted me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all of these women so I wouldn't find out. Well, duh! That was really helpful. I sent his boss a nice... Oh. Helpful, girl, we knew that. We didn't know it was a work phone, but he admitted that it was a work phone. Because that was really helpful. I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused. And I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company anymore. Yes! Girl! Yes, women! Women in STEM. He is blocked on everything now. I hope him and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got one of the other women pregnant too. I'm glad I dodged that bullet. Oh my god. Does that man not know what a condom is? Does that man not know? As for me, I'm currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after this situation. I've been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back. Thank you for all the love and support. Damn! I did not expect that. Girl, I don't know who you are. You're not Agatha. You're Glinda. I just have no words. I really have no words. Men are insane. That's what I have to say. The girl isn't always the crazy one, I guess. Because I was like, whatever happened to Shame? Her boyfriend's 21 and she's 19. I want to know how old Agatha is. How old is Agatha? Because... Why is he getting so many people pregnant and just like okay with it and having a girlfriend? He definitely knew about the Halloween costume and probably, actually, I don't know, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I'm just thinking about how happy I was a few minutes ago. Boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and is planning on cutting her off completely. Thank God! A win. Oh my goodness, finally a man does something right. My goodness. I'm so glad you're in therapy. Therapy will help so much. And trust the process. It's not gonna be an overnight fix, but I'm so glad that man is getting his karma. Imagine I just keep scrolling and there's like update after update. Imagine we get like his point of view on here or something. He's like, I'm gonna let you finish, but let me tell my brother. Here's another one. I'm telling my boyfriend he shouldn't take his girl best friend for couple's costume for Halloween. No! What is wrong with these guys? I don't know. I think I may be wrong. My boyfriend is a 26-year-old male and I am a 23-year-old female. We've been together for 8 months. He's very kind to me and he has never raised his voice or lost his temper with me. I'm scared that you're starting this off with that. I was introduced to his friends very early in our relationship. I get along with him just fine. He and his friends have been friends from nursery days, and they're all very nice to me. Friend Vivian, fake name, who along with 2 other friends plan for Halloween every year months in advance. I've never doubted any foul play about them, and I've never wanted to be jealous. New girlfriend who ruins friendships. What do you mean by foul play? What is going on? The problem is that my boyfriend works in a firm where they apparently throw Halloween parties. He goes with one of his friends every year, and this year was Vivian's turn to go with him because last year he went with his friend Tom. Plus, he and Viv have a thing about scary costumes and horror that they share the same love for Halloween. The thing is, I love Halloween too. My boyfriend knows that. And we share common interests too. Granted, I can't just claim common interests, but he didn't even ask me once if I wanted to go with him since he had Viv started planning 2 months ago. 2 months ago was crazy. I would be pissed right off the bat. Yeah, why? You should skip the line. You should get to skip the line and go. You get to go every year from here on out. Mostly showing up with another girl is crazy. You know, if you brought a boy best friend, whatever, showing up with another girl is crazy. We were dating then and he never mentioned it to me. It's just that I thought that he couldn't have at least asked me. He mentioned to me 2 days ago that he and Viv had their couples Halloween costumes ready, and if I wanted to see them, I would say no. I would have said no. I would have said, yeah, I'll see them in the backyard burning. I did not feel as positive about it as I should have, I guess. It showed on my face because he asked me what was wrong. But You know what's wrong! And I asked him why he never even asked me to go with him once. He didn't even get mad, but he said that he won't change his rituals with his friends for his relationship. Rituals is a crazy word if he actually used that word. I'm just saying, girl, run. He told me I knew about it early on, as he told me before. I felt hurt, and I told him that's a hurtful thing to say, and he didn't respond. He's been giving me the silent treatment. What? Over that? Crazy. I've never expected him to dump plans with his friends for me, ever. I don't mind when he does escape rooms with Viv, or as hiking plans with Tom's and the other. Escape rooms alone? Alone? The only reason I thought he could have asked me is because I love Halloween too, and I thought it was a common interest. But now I feel I've stepped over the line, and I feel really awful. Am I? No. No, you're not. No, you're not. Why is he taking some random other girl to a Halloween party? Why is he doing that? I would dump him. Because why is he doing escape rooms with her? And why can't you go? That's another thing. I guess maybe for the party, that's a +1, but for the escape rooms, why can't you go? With the hiking plans, why can't you go? I say run. It's just like, or he could have at least talked to you about it and been like, hey. Doesn't sound like he talked to you about it at all. No, you're not the Am I the ruining thousands of kids' Halloween and not feeling bad about it? Thousands is a crazy statement. I live in a large neighborhood, about 90 houses. I have no concept of what that means. We're what's considered the rich neighborhood. Oh. So you got the big candy bars. Okay. So our neighborhood has always been a hotspot for trick-or-treaters. We used to get 700, 1,000 kids a year. Again, I have no concept of... I've always loved getting trick-or-treaters because my kids are teens now and I don't trick-or-treat anymore. I trick-or-treated when I was a teenager. But in the last 4 years, it's gotten ridiculous. There's thousands of kids and their parents flooding the streets. People with hay in their rigs, carrying kids around, trampling yards, literally candy wrappers everywhere, and the amount of small children walking around by themselves is appalling! Okay, people from the neighboring town of 30,000 people take their kids to my neighborhood. Okay, there's probably no neighborhoods in that town. I don't know how shit works. I was annoyed, but I never really did anything about it till 2 years ago. My daughter tripped and broke her arm. Okay, we didn't think it was a break, but we wanted to go to the ER anyway to get it checked out, and there were so many people in our neighborhood we couldn't get out. Oh, so this Halloween night she broke her arm. How? She had a Halloween party? She trick-or-treating? Did one of the 1,000 kids trip her? There were cars everywhere, lining the streets, parked in people's yards. It was horrible. We had to wait until everyone left about 1 a.m. to go to the hospital. My daughter had to wait in pain for hours. That's kind of crazy. That kind of puts it in perspective for me because, like, damn, that's a lot of people. At that point, I was done. I contacted the neighborhood community, and we managed to get some folks, cops mostly. Are you enough? Stand at the gate with a list of only, not the VIP list, not the wristband to get in. Stand at the gate with a list and only let certain people, folks that live here, folks. Why is the theme of this video folks? Why is there folks? Why is there so many folks in this video? Folks that live here, family members, and friends. Why are people that write folks on Reddit? If you wanted to get in, you had to be close to someone in the neighborhood. It was great, and there were only about 300 kids in the neighborhood, and after there was barely any trash. And we're doing it again this year. I recently told my sister what I've done, and she got really angry. When we were kids, we had to trick-or-treat in other neighborhoods because we lived in a trailer park with no other kids. She told me I was a horrible person for ruining thousands of kids' Halloween. But honestly, I'm not too broken up about it. It was a hazard. If there was a fire or an emergency, no one would be able to get in help. When I was a kid, there was never any cars lining the streets. The residents could get out if they wanted. It was never dangerous. I don't think I'm in the wrong, but I've always respected my sister's opinion. Am I? There was no one in the cars. They were parked in the middle of the road and in yards, so there was no way for me or an ambulance to get through unless every driver in that neighborhood at the same time went to their cars at the same time, and drove out. My daughter was 13 and in that awkward phase where she doesn't want to bother anyone for help and said it didn't hurt that bad. One thing about me is I'm never going to be in that awkward phase where didn't want to bother anyone for help because I always wanted to break a bone until I broke my foot. And I was like, I don't think it's like weird. I don't think you're because it makes sense. But it's also like kind of sad because it's like, yeah, I always went to other neighborhoods because my neighborhood didn't hand out candy. My neighborhoods never handed out candy. Any neighborhood that I was in, just, like, weirdly enough, like, I don't know, they weren't ever, I never like really lived in a neighborhood. I always just like lived on a street. But I wouldn't ever go, like, I think that where the line sort of is drawn is like when you go to a neighborhood that no one in your trick-or-treat group is associated with. Like, I would go to my friend's house and we would trick-or-treat in her neighborhood, or that's essentially what I always did. But I also think there could have just been a different approach to it. I think they could have just been like, you're not going to park your cars in here, you can come in here, we're not letting you in your car in here if you don't know anyone. It sounds like the car and the buildup was the issue, and then you try to like be like eco-friendly, like, and there was no litter, like you didn't care about the litter. There's a middle ground there. I understand why you're mad, so you're not the but I think you could have not ruined a lot of people's Halloweens. You could have handled it better. You could have just been like, no cars in the street. Like, that was the issue. I'm gonna say not the because it sounds like people were still allowed to come in because it says folks that live here, family members, and friends. So it sounds like, because I never went to like just some random neighborhood and trick-or-treated. I don't think, at least. I think you could have maybe just lowered it down a little bit and said just no outside cars in here. And then they could have just like walked in, parked somewhere else, cause a parking problem somewhere. There's always parking problems on Halloween. It's like driving home after trick-or-treating and you're like sitting in traffic with the bag of candy, your like makeup's all messed up, you're like, we all live in harmony. Yay! I don't think there's that many in this video. I think there was just a lot of rage I was getting from other people in this video. Why did all the girl best friends come out in this Halloween episode? Why does Halloween always summon the boyfriend's girl best friend? Or the folks? Summon the folks? I don't know. The theme of this video is leave the folks alone. And if your boyfriend has a girl best friend around Halloween, hide! I did not read a good story about a girl best friend here. And if you have a good story, leave it and link it to me, something. I don't know, because this scares me. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I did. This was, I feel like, the most rage I felt in a while. And it sort of like let off some steam. I feel like I just meditated in a way. I will see you guys next week for next week's Halloween fun vibes. I hope you guys are having a good Spooktober and lots of fun, lots of Halloween vibes. I'm doing a lot of fun Halloween stuff. Not really. I want to. So just follow along with me on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. I'm posting a lot more vlog style stuff over there. And then I'm going to post it in the one big one on here as well. So I'm posting everywhere. I'm also going to be watching scary movies on like Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, all the same place, whatever. So comment ones you want me to watch because I haven't seen any. So I want to watch them this Halloween and like get with it because I'm really bad at that. So stay tuned with me over there. That's all down below. And I'll see you guys next week. As always, stay happy, stay stealthy, peace out. I love you guys. Bye.